Paul said, "I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me." Philippians 4:13. Not one soul can ever keep one of those 10 commandments in human power alone, but all of them may be kept through the enabling strength of Jesus. He imputes his righteousness for cleansing and imparts his righteousness for victorious living. Christ came in a body of flesh like our own and depended wholly upon his Father in living his life to demonstrate the kind of victory which is possible for every soul who will likewise draw upon the Father's grace.
Now, the final question about the subject of the law: how many of the 10 commandments does one have to break in order to be guilty of sin? James says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law, and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. For he that said, Do not commit adultery, said also, Do not kill. Now if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law. So speak ye, and so do, as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty." James 2:10-12. Every individual will be judged at last by the mighty moral code of God's law. To break one is to be guilty of sin. The Bible indicates that the 10 commandments are like a chain with 10 links. When one link is broken, the chain is broken. So it is with the law. Those who stand in the judgments will have to meet the acid test of the 10 commandments. If the practicing thief should seek entrance into the kingdom, he would be rejected. This is why Paul says thieves will not inherit the heavenly city. Furthermore, the Bible specifically declares that liars, adulterers, idolaters, and covetous men will not be in the kingdom. Why? Because the 10 commandments forbid those things, and men will be judged finally by that law. Not one person will be admitted into heaven who is willfully violating any one of the 10 commandments, because breaking one is breaking all. Someone might object that this is making works the basis of entering the kingdom. No. It is really making love the qualifying factor. Jesus said that the greatest commandment of all is to love God supremely. He also said, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." John 14:15. Those who practice any known sin are really confessing that they do not love God with all their heart, soul, and mind. So it is the lack of love that shuts them out, not the act of disobedience that exposes that lack. Only when love is motivating the obedience does it become acceptable to God. Any other work is man's vain attempt to earn salvation and to deny the efficacy of Christ's atoning sacrifice.
A dramatic illustration of the law of grace doctrine is seen in the story of the slave auctions in Old New Orleans long ago. 2 planters were bidding for an old Negro slave who kept shouting his rebellion from the auction block. Finally, one of the planters won the bid and took the slave in his wagon back to Teehee Farm. Throughout the journey the defiant black man declared that he would not work for the new owner. When they arrived at the plantation, the